Hello everybody, welcome to another video from Currency Collector Searcher. I've been on a little bit of a hiatus for a couple of weeks, so thanks for your patience. And if you missed me, I'm back. If you didn't miss me, I'm still back. Anyway, this video today is called the Recent Online Currency Sales Roundup. This is where we take a look at prominent sales of mostly $1 bills on eBay over the past week or so. I do this because I want to give you the insight in terms of the types of notes that you can find in circulation to give you sort of a glimpse into the type of money you can make by finding some of these notes. Some of these are quite rare, some of them are not. So, so you'll see a very wide variety here as well. Now, if you're new to my channel, okay, which I know a lot of you are, I want to do two things. Number one, I want to ask you to watch the photos that you're going to see in these notes I'm going to show you today. Okay, you're going to see a lot of different things here. Okay, you're going to see how not to post photos, and you're going to see how to post photos. Also keep an eye, if you're selling on eBay or selling on any platform, keep an eye on the descriptions as well. Okay, most of these notes I'm going to show you today, a lot of these are from top sellers who have a huge following and have sold thousands upon thousands of notes on eBay, okay? And the way they put their descriptions is key because it hits all of the key words for the algorithm. And you want to imitate that when you put your notes up there, okay? So keep a close eye on these descriptions, okay? Not all of them, but most of them. You'll see some patterns, okay? Now, also, if you're new to my channel, okay, I'm going to provide you here a list. This is a list of fancy serial numbers. On the left-hand side, I show you the name of it. On the right-hand side, I show you what the numerical sequence would be. So go ahead and pause the video here. Take a snapshot of this if you haven't already in previous videos, all right? And you're gonna wanna use this and learn this as you go through your notes, okay? All right, so good. All right, so let's go ahead and jump right into it here, okay? I do have quite a nice number of notes to show you here today. Now, as you saw by the thumbnail, the fancy serial number market, this niche in the currency market is exploding. Let me just say it again. It's exploding right now. This right here, this page right here, and this one here, this goes back to May 23rd of 2021, okay? There was only, when you go to eBay and do a search for fancy serial numbers, there was only 4,900 that were available. That's 2 years and about 4 months ago. 4,900. There was about 2,200 that sold. Fast forward to today, check this out. There's over 21,000 that are currently available on eBay, okay? This market has grown by over 400% in the past 2 years and a couple months, okay? If you remember my videos from about 3 or 4 months ago, we were at 15,000. Then we were at 16, 17. Now we're at 21,000, okay? And we were at about 5,400 that sold over the past 90 days. Now we're at 6,200 that sold over the past 90 days, okay? That's almost 70 a day. We were at 60 a day. Now we're almost 70 a day, okay? So the reason I bring this up is because if you're not participating in this, you're leaving money on the sidelines, okay? That's just point blank. That's just the way it is, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. That's my little speech. Now, as you saw on my thumbnail, these binary radar notes, these are very popular. These are in very high demand, and these are really big sellers. Now, you're noticing here, recently on eBay, they put this little diagonal sold icon next to it to indicate that it's sold. So you'll see that in all these, I'm going to show you here today, okay? All right. All right, so here we go. So let me just fix the screen here. Okay. So right here, this first one here, this is a binary radar. Binary because now this is a true binary. This seller should have put true binary in there, okay, instead of the word everywhere, because this is technically a true binary, okay, which means it's made up of zeros and ones. And it's a radar. A radar means it reads the same frontwards and backwards, all right? Now, this has great eye appeal, okay? The better the eye appeal, in general, the more it's going to sell for, okay? If these zeros and ones were kind of scattered, there's no real pattern to it, it probably would not have sold for $100, okay? But this one has great eye appeal. It's very, what we call aesthetically pleasing to the eye, okay? So this one, it's in pretty nice condition. I don't think it's uncirculated, but you know, this type of note here, this $1 bill, it did sell for $102.50 with 23 bids. So, you know, a lot of people are interested in these. And a lot of people try to find a matching one with the same serial number and try to sell them as a matching pair, okay? All right, so that's the first one. Now, the next one here, this is a 7 of a kind. We call that a near solid, all right? This is a 7 of a kind 5s, okay? And they put the right words in there. They put fancy serial number, which you have to put that in there. You've got to put near solid if that's what it is. You should put the number in there so people can see the number, all right? So this one here, as you see, it has 4 5s and then a 4 and 3 more 5s. So this is in pretty nice condition. It has a folder on the corner, has some circulation wear, of course. It has a nice fold down the middle there. So, it's not in beat up condition, but it's not brand new either. This note here, I would suspect that it should have sold for a lot more. These normally go for, that $50, $60, maybe even $70 range, but 5s are not the most highly sought after number. So this one sold for $21.50 with 20 bids. I'm not sure why it didn't sell for more. Maybe it, I know why. It came due in the middle of the afternoon. Yeah, you have to keep, if you're selling on eBay, you've got to really be aware of the time that your notes are coming due. You want to have them come due at about, 7, 8, 9 o'clock in the evening. Considering, I would say, 9 o'clock East, 9 o'clock on the East Coast, most people are still up. That's 8 o'clock Central, 7 Mountain, 6 o'clock Pacific. People are still getting home from work. A lot of people are home. That's really the meat of the time when the most people are going to be available to place bids on your auctions, okay? Now, this next one here, this is a double quad. These are very rare. This is 4 2s followed by 4 9s. Very beautiful note, okay? Not in the best condition, but in terms of serial number, it's quite rare, all right? You don't see these very often, all right? Now, it's also a binary. So it's a binary note, it's fancy serial number, double quad. One quad is the 4 2s, the other quad is the 4 9s, okay? This note, even in this wrinkled condition, it's probably been in some pockets, crinkled up, put in some pockets and some wallets and purses. Look at this picture here. Don't do this if you're going to put things on eBay. I think that's a shadow. Make sure there's not a shadow over the note when you're taking a picture of it, okay? Try to place your notes so there's no shadow. But with that being said, this person did a great job with their photos. They took a close-up of the serial number here on the left. They took a nice complete photo of the note in the middle there, the total front, okay, no cut-off edges or anything. Flipped it over and took a nice picture of the back with no cut-offs on the corners, okay? Make sure they're clear. Make sure you can see all the corners and all the edges, okay? That's how you do it right there for all your new sellers. All right, sold for $130 with 1 bid. Great job there by that seller. All right. This next one here, I don't know why I had that up there twice. But this next one here, this is a ladder. This is a 5-digit ladder, 67890. Okay. So now I'm going to start showing you from here going forward. I'm going to show you the seller because what I'm noticing, there's so many new people that are getting into this buying and selling of fancy serial numbers on eBay, okay? So I'm going to show you the number of feedback. You're going to find a lot of people that have less than 100 or less than 125 feedback, indicating they're fairly new sellers. This seller here has 23 feedback, so they're pretty new to eBay and probably very new to the fancy serial number market on eBay, okay? So I just want to show you that, you can do it too. If they're doing it, you can do it too. Trust me, okay? That's how I got involved in this. I saw people doing this, so I decided to do it as well, all right? Now, this note here, this is a ladder, 67890. You can see the condition. It does have some wrinkles in it. It does have some, some wear, some staining on it. So it's not in the nicest condition, but, these are very, very desirable by people out there. So this note right here, sold for a best offer of $29.99. Okay, and this seller has a feedback of only 23. I've been seeing quite a few of their notes on here on eBay, so I'm sure they have more inventory. By the way, this is not financial advice, okay? There's no guarantee you're going to make money. You can lose money doing this. This is not, some guaranteed get-rich-quick scheme or anything like that. There's risk involved. You can lose principal. You can lose money. This video and my channel is for entertainment purposes only, okay? So please keep that in mind. All right, now the next one here, this is a 7 of a kind, near solid. They put all the right things in here. They put fancy serial number. They put near solid. They put 7 of a kind. Okay, these are the key words you want to put. It's a binary. It's a radar. Well, it's not really a radar, so that's not accurate. Okay, but it's a binary. Okay, and it's a $1 bill. So those are the key words you want to put into your descriptions there to reach the most potential buyers. All right. Now, this person has 112 feedback, so they're pretty new. They have a lot of notes in here on eBay. They're pretty new, okay? So this one is 7 ones and a 9. Ones are very, very high desirable. 0s, 1s, 7s, 8s, and 9s. Those are the most desirable, okay? So this one in this condition sold for a best offer of $129, okay? So it's a very nice sale. I would say that's kind of on the higher end of what I've seen for some of these 7 of a kind ones. Now, if it was 7 in a row, that's a different story. But this is not 7 in a row one. This is 7 of a kind. Okay. Now, this next one here, all right, this is a low fancy serial number. All right. This is serial number 979. Okay. Now, this note here, I do believe this is uncirculated. I did check. I believe this is uncirculated. Yeah, it looks like it's in very, very nice condition. Very well centered, so it does display very, very nicely. Again, this seller put great pictures on the bottom, a close up of the serial number, a nice picture of the front and the back. Okay, this seller sells a lot of items on eBay, but this one in this uncirculated condition did sell for about $30. That's right in line with what you'd see for a number like this, starting in the 900s. The lower the number, usually the more it's going to sell for. Okay, so one that sells a number 1, 2, or 300 is going to sell for more than something in the 900s, generally speaking. Okay, this next one here. Now check this out. This is a very, very nice note here. I'm going to show you the price that it actually sold for, but this is sold. This is a 7 of a kind. 0s. It's a near solid. This seller should have put the words near solid in the description there. Now, it is a star note as well. Star notes are going to command a premium versus the same note that's not a star note. Okay, so this one here, this 7 of a kind 0s, they put true digital binary. That's good. They put star note. They put fancy serial number, and they put the serial number in the description because a lot of people search, like myself, search for serial numbers, okay? So by putting that in there, you're going to get people that are searching for this exact serial number, okay? Now, this one here looks to be in very nice condition. It's 2006. So let's go ahead and take a look. I did go to a website called 130point.com. That's where you can search eBay sales. This is where most people that sell sports cards would go to see what the comp sales are for certain cards, what they've sold for, okay? So go to 130point.com, click on search eBay sales, and then you want to copy and paste this description here, or you can just put in digital binary star note and those numbers, and it'll come right up. But this one here sold for a best offer accepted of $248. Okay, so that's a very, very nice sale by this seller. Congratulations. That's a great job. All right, now here's another one. Now this seller here, the Ancient Future, let me just tell you, this person came out of nowhere, okay? I've been going through, for a long time, going through eBay looking at these notes. And all of a sudden, this person came up. This is a girl. I've seen her picture on her postings, and she's come out of nowhere. She has a lot of notes that are available, a lot of them that have sold. And this one here, This is what I'm talking about. This is like the first note that I showed you in the thumbnail. The 3 1s, 2 zeros, and then 3 1s. This one is also a binary radar, 0, 0, 4 3s, and then 0, 0. Reads the same frontwards and backwards, okay? Bookend zeros. This is uncirculated. Okay, that's what she put there. It's uncirculated. This one here sold for $78.77 with 25 bids. So she's gaining quite a following here on eBay of her notes. So congratulations to her. Great job. I'm sure we'll see much more from her coming up here on eBay as the days go by. All right, now here's another one from this seller here we saw earlier with 23 feedback, okay? Now this one here, this is a radar. This is a trinary radar, 0, 2s, and 4s, okay? It's a star note, so remember, these can sell for a premium, okay? But this one does have some circulation wear. I'm sorry, this is uncirculated, my bad. I saw the inks, some ink there, but that's just a wet ink transfer. So this is uncirculated. These normally would probably sell for that, $15, $20, maybe $25 range as a star note, probably more in the $25 range. Because it's uncirculated, adds another level of premium to it. So this one sold, best offer, received at $38.99. So great sale by this seller. Good job by selling this uncirculated radar note. Fantastic. Here's another note from Summer the Cockapoo. He has a lot of notes for sale, a lot of great notes. Now, I wanted to show you this one, okay, because these birthday notes, I want to make sure you don't miss these because these are easy sales when the right person comes along, okay? People are paying $20, $25, $30, even $35. So when people see their birthday or a family member or a loved one's birthday on here with their birthday as a serial number. This is March 3rd, 1954. Believe me, people will pay up for that, and they do, all right? I wouldn't make this your primary source of listings on eBay. This is more of a secondary source, and don't do these as an auction. Just put these as a buy it now and just sit and wait, okay? Just sit and wait until the right person comes along. They've been selling like this one. So anyway, so this one here, look at the condition. They don't have to be in nice condition to sell. It's all about the birthday, okay? This is a star note, has nice fold up on the top there, a fold over here, has a lot of circulation wear in the portrait. So this one sold for $29, okay? So I just want to show you this because I'm trying to educate people in terms of what can sell on eBay and the types of, types of money you can make from finding these through searching, okay? One of the things you want to do, okay, share this video with someone that you know that needs money. And if it's not you, maybe it's a family member, maybe it's a coworker, maybe someone who just lost their job, okay? All you've got to do is go to the bank, ask for a $100 bank strap of $1 bills. This is $100 right here, okay? Or get 200 or 300. Take them home. Use this list that I showed you, okay? Learn this list. Look for numerical sequences of numbers, okay? And when you find them, post them on eBay, all right, by looking at the descriptions. And you'll be surprised what you can sell on eBay, okay? So please share this video with people. Like this video, comment on it so YouTube will, will send this out to more people so they can learn how to make money as well, all right? Now this person went to the bank, got a brand new bank strap of $1 bills, happened to be some star notes, okay? There's 100. These are all star notes here, all right? So this person sold this BEP, is the Bureau of Engraving and Printing. It's a $100 bank strap of 100 star notes. Sold it for $249. So when you go to the bank and try to get, $100 of used notes, okay, regular circulated notes, ask if they have any brand new notes. You might get lucky and get a pack of star notes. They're out there. As you can see, people are finding them all the time, okay? Never hurts to ask. So maybe try to get one of these. If they have more than one, get all you can because that's pretty easy money right there, okay? All right, this next note here, this is a binary quad. This is a binary repeater, my apologies. 2444, 2444. Okay, actually it's a binary quad repeater. The first quad is 2444. The second quad is 2444. So very nice eye appeal there. Very aesthetically pleasing to the eye. This note, I believe, is also uncirculated. Yes, this is the uncirculated one. You can see it's just in beautiful, beautiful condition there. Okay, and that's why it sold for $50. Okay, not only is it a binary, it's uncirculated. It is a repeater. So a great sale. This person has 312 feedback, so they've sold quite a few items here on eBay. So remember, the condition means everything here, okay? If this note was beat up, it probably would not have sold for $50. Probably that 10 to 15 range if it was, highly circulated, okay? So very nice note there. 6 of a kind 4s. All right, this next one here, this is another one by this seller, DACA, with 23 feedback. This one is 6 of a kind, and again, another star note, which adds a premium, okay? It's pretty beat up, a lot of circulation wear. It has wrinkles, it has some wear, it has some staining on it a little bit. Portrait's kind of worn, but this one here, 6 of a kind zeros, all right? Has 5 trailing zeros at the end there. Did sell for about $30, so a very nice sale. I'm sure he just put it up there and just waited for the right person to come along that wanted this note. And when the person came across it, they just either put an offer in or bought it for what he's asking for. So good job by this seller. He's doing quite well, building his following. All right, that's what you have to do. Put stuff on here and you'll build your following. Okay. This next one here, This next one here. This is near solid, 7 of a kind 1s. He should have put near solid in there, but nonetheless, he did put 7 of a kind. He did put fancy serial number. He put binary, and he put the serial number in the description. So good job. Just needs to put in there. I would advise to put near solid. Anyway, so it's in pretty nice condition. Not the best. It does have a crease down the middle. It does have some wrinkles on the bottom or maybe some wear. You can see some wrinkling down there at the bottom. It's bright and dull, bright, dull, bright and dull. It's kind of wavy. So, it's been around a little bit. But nonetheless, this note did sell for, $76 with 12 bids. So, if you bought it somewhere for 20 bucks and sold it, he made money. If you found it in circulation for $1, he made money. So, great job by this seller here. So a very, very nice sale. All right, and here's a close-up of the note here. All right, now this one here, this is also a 7 of a kind. All right, now this one here, as you can see, is pretty worn. All right, it's 2017 note, but looks like it got run over by a truck or a bus. Okay, a lot of staining, big fold down the middle. So as you see here, these don't need to be in the best condition. It did only sell for $40 because, again, remember what I said earlier, condition matters, okay? When you're selling most anything, your automobile, your house, notes, coins, sports cards, condition really matters, all right? So it looks like it's, nicer condition on the left. Looks like it's beat up on the right, kind of thrashed there. But anyway, 12 people did bid on it. 3s are not the most highly sought after numbers. But nonetheless, it did sell with 12 bids for $40 by the seller. So a very nice job. All right, this one again, we saw this seller earlier, a couple notes ago. This is another near solid, 7 of a kind zeros. Okay, similar description to the one we saw a couple notes ago. This one also is, quite heavily circulated. The portrait's kind of worn out. You can see there the fold down the middle. There's a lot of waves, has a nice crease over there in the corner on the wand, okay? And that's why it sold for $56. I think the other one that he had, this one here, it sold for $76, and it was in nicer condition, all right? 1118111, and this one here is, a 7 of a kind zeros. So, again, that just backs up the theory that condition matters. It sold for less because it's not as in nice condition, all right? This next one here, now this is something new that we're seeing, okay? This is called a true trinary. Now, a true binary is a zeros and ones. A true trinary, as you see here, is zeros, ones, and twos. So if you're selling on eBay or any other platform, if you have a note that has zeros, ones, and twos, feel free to call that a true trinary because that's what it is, okay? Now, this one here, as you can see here, it's been around, all right? It's wrinkled, folded, not in the best condition. Has some staining down here. I don't know what that is down there, but whatever it is, you can see. But I wanted to show this because these normally don't go for $40. This seller has a feedback of only 58. I mean, he's got to do a lot of work to get that, but he's a fairly new seller, you know, all things considered, okay? So great sale. If you have some of these, you know, don't be shy, you know, and ask for $10 or $15. Put them up for $39, you know, $40, $49. If nobody buys it, just lower the price a little bit, okay? But these are, you know, these are available on eBay, okay? All right, so another one here. I want to show you this one. This is another birthday note, okay? Sold for $30, all right? And this is April 22nd, 1975, okay? You know, someone came across this and said, hey, that's my birthday. That's my wife or my husband or my child's birthday or my parents' birthday, all right? These make great birthday gifts. People love to put these in frames. Put them on your desk. Take them to work. Put them in your office. You know, put them in your house. You know, conversation pieces on your fireplace mantle or whatnot. So, you know, if you run across some of these, you know, pull them out of circulation, put them up for sale, and just wait for the right person to come along, okay? Now, this is one that I just sold recently, okay? Now, this, you don't see very many of these. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe these are 1 in a million notes, okay? Let me explain why in just a second. But this is 19, 20, 21, 22. It's an ascending step ladder. It goes in numerical order, 19, 20, 21, 22, okay? Now, when they do the K block, they make 96 million notes, okay? When they come to the 19, okay, they start with 19 million and one. Then they go 2, you know, 3, and on and on and on. There's only one time in this whole 19 million number sequence where you're going to find 19, 20, 21, 22. There's only 96 times that can happen in a run of 96 million. So this literally is a 1 in a million note, okay? It's going to happen once in the number sequence that starts with 0, 1. It's going to be 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 4, okay? When you get to, you know, 38, it's going to be 38, 39, 40, 41. So this is literally a 1 in a million note, okay? It sold for $49. So someone just bought this the way it is, and I hope they enjoy it. And there's a, you know, again, these don't have to be in the greatest, you know, the greatest shape. Obviously, you know, nice fold down the middle, wrinkled, you know, very, very clear. In the, you know, pictures that I showed, they're not doctored. They are what they are. So good for that person. Very nice note there. All right, this next one here, this one is a 7 in a row. Okay, now 7s are very, very highly sought after by some of the Asian community. Okay, 7s are also sought after by people that like the number 7 as a lucky number. They like to carry it around in their wallet. A lot of people play liar's poker, like to have 7 of a kind. Okay, so there's a lot of people. These are in very high demand. All right, now especially when you have 7 in a row like that. Okay, now this seller, in my opinion, should have put in here near solid 7 in a row. Okay, that's a lot of people search for that. This wasn't in here, so they weren't able to find this note probably when they searched for that. But they did put in there a lot of the other things, okay? So with that being said, you know, obviously it's worn. This went through a lot of people's hands that didn't know anything about fancy serial numbers because they didn't watch the videos or just didn't know. Not their fault. They just didn't know, okay? So this one sold with 22 bids for $180. So a very, very nice sale there by that seller. And now check that out. 0 feedback. What do you think about that? Probably a very new seller on the platform, probably found this in circulation, put it up for sale, and made 180 bucks. Congratulations. Great job there. Very, very well done. And there's a close-up of the note there. That's how you do it. Okay. This seller did a great job. Took a close-up of the serial number, looks to be a little cut off there. Yeah, with this note, can't really see the full, cut the edges off, so don't cut the edges off. Show the full note. Took a picture of the back of the note. Make sure there's a border so everyone can see the full note. You want to make sure that buyers know you're not hiding anything, okay? All right. This next one here, another true trinary. Now, this one is a trinary radar note, a palindrome, okay? Reads the same frontwards and backwards, okay? Now, this one here looks to be a little bit stained. I don't know. It looks to be weathered, discolored, I guess, if you will. And you can see by the pictures down here, I don't know what they did with their camera down here. Turn the lights off or what, but if the note, you know, comes out in this shape with a close-up, try to make them as nice as you can with the photos on these other ones. It looks like it's not in very nice condition. Probably would have sold for more if the photos were better, in my opinion. But with that being said, it did sell for about $35 with one person bidding on it. So a good job by that seller there. There's a close-up there. Yeah, when you're putting photos up, you know, make sure you get in some good light. Don't have any shadows. You know, have the light shining on the note. You know, show all the edges, all the corners of the notes. You know, don't have any corners. Like, you know, don't have any corners that are folded up like this. You know, just take a minute and unfold it and, you know, flatten it out a little bit. You know, make sure it's presentable. You know what I mean? Make sure it's presentable, okay? I've seen people take pictures like this. Just flatten it out a little bit. Okay, make it like that. You can still see the full. You're not hiding anything. You're just making it so it looks nice, okay? All right, enough said. All right, this next one here, another 7 of a kind threes, pretty beat up. You know, again, another note for all you sellers. You know, get a piece of microfiber like this and wipe off the camera on the back of your phone so your pictures don't come out blurry like that, okay? Just wipe off. You get fingerprints on there and smudges, and the pictures come out like this. They look blurry, like you're taking a picture through a cloud, okay? So this one here, near solid, 7 of a kind threes. They did put 7 of a kind. Should have put near solid in there because people do search for that. But anyway, nonetheless, sold for about $49. Had 3 bids. Could have sold for more if it was in nicer condition and if they put near solid in the description there. But nonetheless, you know, person made about 50 bucks on that. So good job. All right, here's another one that I sold recently. I think it was last week. This one here, this is a super ladder run of 6. It's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 2 extra 7s on the end. So the serial number, you know, all of the 8 digits of the serial number make up the ladder, okay? Only 12 notes off from being a 7, 8, you know, 2 through 9, a true repeater. But anyway, nonetheless, so the note was in, you know, pretty nice condition. You know, wasn't very beat up, but I was asking $45 for this one. I put in the keyword you want to put in your note, I always put fancy serial number in my listings. I always put $1 bill. I include the word note because people search for $1 bill, $1 note. They search for fancy serial number note. So, you know, put the keywords in there also. Now, when you go to 130point.com, here's that website again. Click on search eBay sales, okay? I just typed in super ladder run of 6. I put that number in there, and this one sold for 40 bucks. Okay, I accepted a best offer of $40. There it is right there, okay? All right, got a few more to show you here. All right, this one here, this is a millions note, all right? 28 followed by 6 zeros. Very, very nice. It's a 6 of a kind zeros, which you put right there. This seller, again, 0 feedback. So very nice job. Now, make sure when you put your pictures up, okay, make sure you put them so they're not north and south. Make sure you put them east and west like this one here at the bottom, okay? One of my pet peeves is having people put their descriptions upside down or sideways, okay? Just kind of shows a little bit of sloppiness, and that kind of gives the question in a potential buyer is how are they going to handle my note when they ship it? you know, it just shows a little bit of sloppiness or carelessness, okay? So anyway, with that being said, this note, you know, it's not uncirculated. You can see, you know, fold down the middle and a little bit of wear, but beautiful note, beautiful serial number. And check it out. This sold with 30 bids, sold for $200. So this new seller got this note somehow and sold it for $200. Great job. Congratulations. Not beating him down at all. That's a fantastic job. A plus sale by the seller right here. Fantastic. Here's the note right there. All right. So this one here, this is a low serial number. As you see in the description, low fancy serial number. Okay. This is a 1974 note, quite worn, but nonetheless, very worn, but nonetheless, it is, you know, serial number 38. Remember, the lower the serial number, the more they can sell for. But in this case, the circulation wear and the condition of the note really detracted from the price. Only sold for about $47 with 17 bids in that condition. If it was a nicer condition, a note being that old, you know, really would have sold for a lot more. I wouldn't be surprised if this seller tried to resell it on eBay and tried to get more than that. You do see that quite a bit. There are a lot of resellers here on eBay, okay? All right. A lot of sellers that have a lot of high feedback like this are resellers. And they'll buy notes like this, and then they'll auction them off and try to make, you know, a lot more than what they sold for here. So keep your eyes open for that when you're buying notes, okay? All right, now, here's another 7 of a kind. A lot of 7 of a kind this week. I didn't realize there was so many on here, so my apologies. But this one here, you know, another note here. This is uncirculated, so it's in obviously very nice condition, nice centering. Did sell for $45 with 19 bids. 3s are not the most highly desirable numbers. Remember, it's the 0s, 1s, 7s, 8s, and 9s are the highly desired notes, okay? But did sell for $45 and 19 bids. So good job by that seller there, okay? He has a lot of notes up there. I wanted to put this one on here. A lot of people, when they're searching through notes, they're going through notes, they look at it, they check out the serial numbers, they check out everything, and they don't flip it over. When you're looking through notes, you know, not only look at the serial number to make sure they match, okay? If you get a mismatched serial number, that's hundreds of dollars, okay? Always flip your notes over because you never know what you're going to find in the back, okay? This one here has an ink smear, okay? It only sold for about $4 or $5, but I just want to show you this, okay? Because there's a lot of notes that have ink smears. Here's one here. This $20 bill here has a major ink smear. You wouldn't probably see that on the front of the bill. As a matter of fact, you don't see it on the front, okay? So you've got to turn your notes over because you never know what's going to be on the back, okay? So when you're looking through your notes, just take a quick look, make sure all the writing's there, make sure you don't see any big green or black spots, you know, make sure you don't see anything missing, and move on to the next one. Just takes a quick second to look, okay? So wanted to throw that piece of education out. All right, this one here, check this out. This is a mismatched serial number. Check this out, okay? I think this is a note from 1969. This note starts with 689 on the left. On the right is 679. Those are very rare and very, very highly desirable, okay? So these mismatched serial numbers, a lot of these get graded by the grading companies to get protected, authenticated, and to get graded for the condition, okay? And then sold accordingly based on condition. The more numbers that are mismatched, normally the higher the value. This one only has one number, the 8 and the 7, okay? The 8's a 7 over here, 7's an 8 over there. All right. This one they were asking $600. Here's the note there again, 6867. Here's that website again, 130point.com. Here's the note right here, 6867. That $600 note they were asking sold for $400. So great, great note. If they found this in circulation or had this handed down to them, given to them, great job. $400 in their pocketbook. I think we're down to about the last one here. There might be one more. This one here, this is another mismatched serial number. Okay, these old notes also have mismatches, okay? Check it out. On the left here, we have 5544. On the right, we have 5444. So this one starts with 55. That starts with 54. Okay, these are on pretty much every single denomination, every block, you know, G block, A block. There's going to be mismatches. They're very rare because the printing the Bureau of Engraving and Printing tries to pull them out of circulation, okay? So this one here sold for $495, okay? So very, very nice there, all right? And yeah, here's the last one right here. So this here, if you've seen my previous couple of videos, you know I've been talking about matching pairs, okay? I don't know what fraternal twins are, okay? I think they just made that up. Doesn't really mean a thing. This isn't even a matching pair. This is a leading sevens here with a 3-1 at the end. The bottom note is 3-1 at the beginning with trailing 7, so they're just flip-flopped, okay? But nonetheless, they're very similar. Highly desirable with the 7s, as we talked about earlier. Whenever you have notes that are similar like this, have the same serial number or something close like that, they do sell for more as a set, a matching pair or a matching set, than they would individually. These individually would not sell for $200 a piece, okay? 6-of-a-kind 7s is probably a, maximum $50 note, probably in uncirculated condition. We're talking probably that, $20, $30, maybe $40 if you're lucky. But because they're a matching pair, sold for $400, a 1 penny less. Anyway, all right, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this. I tried to get a wide variety of notes to show you here. Again, share this with people that that need money. Maybe have lost their job. Like this video, if you will. Let me know your comments about the content. The more we get, the more likes and shares and comments, the more YouTube will show this to more people so they can learn how to do this as well. All right, stay tuned for some more videos coming out soon. Have a good day. We'll talk to you soon. We'll see you soon. Bye.